Who to let move the goalposts when supersizing and growing your business. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. I hope that isn't a bad symbol, a bad hand symbol or something, but I was trying to make it look like goalposts, like a football goalpost or something. American football, right? So our idiom today, our expression is move the goal or move the goalposts. Move the goalpost is a British term that applies to sports that have a goal, right? And sometimes, literally, they would move the goalpost. I think it was in, I don't remember what sport, but in 1974, they actually moved the goalpost, probably in football, which would be soccer there. I don't know. But anyway, that's where it originally came from. And it means to, figuratively, it means that somebody comes along and changes the rules of the game or changes the goal or the budget. Anybody ever had your budget changed? In corporate America, that used to happen all the time. Something would happen and our budgets would get cut and we'd have to figure out how to do what we needed to do and we're trying to do for our goals and objectives in order to achieve it, but with less resources. So, or, you know, hiring freezes are an example of moving the goal. You had a goal to hire 6 people and you can only hire 1 or 2. Things like that. That happens to us in corporate America. That happens to us in decision making and choices we make in our own business. Sometimes we have to adjust or change our goals for what it is that we're achieving in the short term. I think that most of us set long-term legacy goals when we're building and growing and supersizing our business, what we want our business to do. And that doesn't mean we don't have to change what we're doing in the interim and the short term. Things like COVID come along that we never anticipated, or natural disasters come along, right? And we have to deal with those things as we're building our business. But if somebody else changes the rules on you, if all of a sudden something that you were doing in a practice or an ingredient you were using in your business becomes illegal or not okay to use or unavailable, we have to figure out how we're going to do the things that we do without that component, without that ingredient, or to make sure that we're following the laws, right, of our area. I shouldn't use air quotes with laws because we need to follow the laws. We need to do what's right. So if someone else changes the rules on you, it feels pretty rotten. But who should change the rules and the goals and move the goalpost? Us. We can always move the goalpost. And we ought to be doing that whenever we're moving toward and getting close to our goal. We should move the goalpost to have it be higher and more. And you know, if we have X amount of dollars in sales, that's our goal, and we see that we're going to beat that easily, we don't continue to make that our goal, because guess what? That's what we'll achieve. But if we move that goal and we expand our belief and our possibility in terms of thinking, in terms of what's possible for our business, then we can achieve way more than we ever even dreamt possible. This year's annual challenge is Get Your Goals, and it's the Get Your Goals annual challenge, and we're going to do one thing every day to talk about and take action, because talking about something, it's an action, but it's not a very effective one necessarily. So we're going to do the things that we need to do to make achieving what we want in life automatic. Every day I'll hop on and we'll share a lesson. Today we talked about 23 potential goals for 2023. Got it from a 20-something website, which makes me laugh, but it's the same for all of us. No matter how old we are, we want to achieve our goals and objectives. We want to get what we want to get out of life, and especially out of our businesses, the businesses that we are spending a lot of our time and energy and resources devoted to making the world a better place. So Happy New Year. I will, of course, see you every day, probably here with an idiom. I don't know that I can find 365 idioms that are related to goals and goal setting and goal getting and goal achievement. Maybe, we'll see. I think that we'll probably reevaluate idioms and what I share in this group a little bit, but I don't know, until I run out of goal idioms or anything that's twisted about the day's subject that I can make apply to growing and building and supersizing my business, I'll continue to do that. Any suggestions, hit me up. Otherwise, have an absolutely fabulous first day of 2023, and I will, of course, be with you tomorrow.